Trevor broken was too beautiful to my players. Overall, I thought a very good performance.
Stevens goes outside him, but lately doesn't need any help. And Brian Robson.
1, 2, 3, okay, okay.
This goal! Mark Hickney.
We stood it and we worked very hard. We're in the driving seat, so hopefully we'll not stop off. You want to go to Mexico? I want to go to Mexico. You want to go to Mexico?
And it's two for David Platt.
Good evening. Half of these big matches come around where England have to win.
We won the game. That's the most important thing. It was vital to get a win.
Harry Kane again. He's an all-time great.
Just a word of some brilliant England managers, so sadly no longer with us in that little bit of BT there. If you're Dean Henderson, you'll think nothing lasts forever as in an England team. If Dean Henderson, you think, settled down at Crystal Palace. I don't know who the next England manager is going to be. This is a real opportunity.
Yeah, of course. How many times we've said you get these opportunities, you've got to take it. His concentration levels tonight, I think he might face too many shots.
Yeah.
He's obviously a confident lad. I've heard that before. I've always felt he looks small in the goals, but listen, he's got an opportunity, and let's see if he can take it.
That's the thing. It's the opportunity now, and I think that I wouldn't like to say I'm going in there complacent that we're going to beat them, but he's probably maybe his biggest problem will be his concentration. So if he gets that sorted, makes a couple of good saves. He's done well enough to get this opportunity. Going to Palace, he's settled now at Palace, so hopefully he can continue to progress in his career.
What about Trent Alexander-Arnold? Just to remind people that tune in, he's never played left back for Liverpool or England before.
Yeah, well, we'll see tonight. Because obviously he's on his wrong side, but then once he does get the ball, he'll be able to turn inside and you can see everything. So
if you saw him get right defending, it looked like they're right back.
Let's go to Helsinki then. A big night for Lee Carsley and for Trent Alexander-Arnold. After Thursday's off-colour display, let's join Lee Dixon. And good afternoon to Sam Matterface.
And good evening, Mark, from the Finnish capital. Good evening, everyone. Well, it's not as cold as you might think, but it is a fully sold-out, iconic Olympic stadium. And after fielding a team without a frontline striker, Lee Carsley brings back his captain, his conductor, and his most consummate performer from the European Championships past, as he looks to put England back on track. No Northern Lights to greet England. The aurora not visible from this part of the world until next midweek, but there is a very special welcome, and there has been a rather warm one. English football incredibly popular in this part of the world, so much so that the Finland fans were outside the England team hotel last night, seeking selfies and autographs as the England team came in for Lee Carsley's press conference. Whether he wants the England job full-time or not is still a little bit unclear, but the fact that he hasn't applied for it, despite saying he would never rule anything out, probably gives you an indication that he's still undecided. It does add to a bit of a feeling that England are in limbo at this point.
Oh, baby.
And they've never lost to Finland. There is an immediate chance to put right Thursday's wrongs here on what is a mild Helsinki evening against the team that have struggled themselves, especially in the Nations League. They won just one of their last 7 matches. But there is a
brother is watching.
inside this huge stadium tonight. A unique setting for a key game as England look for promotion in the Nations League. First, the national anthems. Carsley and his team are out to prove Thursday was just a blip. Finland against England is next.
Penny for your thoughts, Professor?
Give you $1 for yours, detective.
This man is alive.
Those who care, watch the full series now on STV Player.
SSE Energy Solutions Pharmacies sponsors STV. Hey! Put that cat back on the rack and put some heart and soul into where the car from. Send them something personal. Show you understand. Double funky. Projects, celebrate. Give a funky vision.com.
Can I get a photo of Danny?
Of course you can. Oh, don't give it to him, he's useless. What is it? Nice, what is it?
Samsung Galaxy S20 with photo assist.
Yeah, might need that. Ooh, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
This is exactly what
This dinner is delicious, and I love that it's all finger food.
Grace, just because you eat half a chicken like it's an apple doesn't make it finger food.
I'm cute. Oh, you know how I love to talk about food and going while I'm already eating food?
There you go.
Check out a great noodle shop open across from my office. Happy Noodles. You know, with all the ugliness in the world, a good noodle shop just seems to be God's way of saying everything's gonna be okay.
I believe that's from the book of Deuteronomy.
This menu rocks! Every dish is more incredible than the last. Should I take the uppers down a notch, or do I actually care about noodles?
You know, well, since we're pairing off, what are we going to do tomorrow night? Well, I was going to go to this art opening. That sounds great. I'd love to join you. It's not a person named Art, you understand. Yes, I know.
Naughty man.
There's a lot of rich old gay guys at those things looking for younger gay guys to take care of. You know, the way Dick Cheney takes care of George Bush. Fascinating. It says his influences are Dali, Cezanne, and Monet. Yikes, look at the price. Hello, Dali. That's a lot of Monet. Yeah, why don't you type that up and send it into Smarties Digest? Could you at least pretend to be interested in the art? I am distracted. This place is chock-a-block with rich old gay guys right for the picket. Oh, an 80-year-old and an ascot. Wish me luck. Anna, Nicole. Good luck with this.
very tight, compact. Here's Jude Bellingham, who's back in the number 10 role tonight. Grealish. Rice has made a dart towards the near post, and Bellingham has spotted that.
Straight away, that's something that didn't happen the other night. Rice making one of those runs that he made so typically for Arsenal times ahead of the centre forward.
I suppose he has licence to do that tonight because he's got someone alongside him.
Yeah. I mean, the other night, the midfield, the amount of players in the centre circle at times for England, and then when they looked up, the two wingers, they were marked really well by the Greek fullbacks, and then there was nothing else, and the runs weren't frequent enough down the middle to stretch the two centre-backs, and they enjoyed the game too much.
Alexander Arnold playing at left back tonight for the first time in his career. Couldn't find an example of him even adjusting and playing there in game.
Walker made a really good run then out to him, but he wasn't spotted by John Stones.
Okay, Rice making another run forward. He's got support from Palmer. Peltler was following him, still Rice keeps going. It's just a little bit too British with Peltler, but the referee's liking this from Georgia.
Did well pace-wise, but then obviously couldn't quite get past the second one. The important thing is when this five's strung across the pitch from a defensive point of view from Finland, it's important that you pick the ball up in those little number 10 areas, and that forces that back line to drop off a little bit, gives you a little bit of space, and also the wingers are really important. If you push really high, really early, that five can just stay intact. They've got to shift their movement towards the ball a little bit. Palmer and Grealish just upset the two wing backs, try and shift them out of the way. That opens up the channels for balls to go in down the sides.
Georgian referee wants to give a free kick against England. Georgian Kurashvili. VAR tonight, Benoit Milo from France. It's a handball against Jude Bellingham. Did just see a shot of the Finnish head coach, Markku Kanerva. There is Lee Carsley. There was attempts at tactical innovation backfired on Thursday night. It is
Right, okay, what we got here? What we got here? Right. Oof.
He's pretty proud of that. No fantasy points available tonight, just 3 points for England that they need in their hunt of promotion. This game.
It's not great to get a haircut soon. It was unlucky from Finland. Good pressure, but
scruffy shot, that's even worse, but again, just a little warning sign for England. Giving the ball away from that midfield area when you've got players ahead of the ball, from as it was.
Topping Keskinen, who has a tattoo of Wayne Rooney on his arm. He's an Aberdeen player. Aberdeen have had a brilliant start to the campaign. Had a couple of opportunities in the game and didn't take them.
You're on the ball, make sure you hit them. I'm just going to say, trying to work out what colour that is. Purple shirt, that will do.
Deep razor.
Deep, okay.
Reliably informed.
Sloppy. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gomez giving the ball away. He's got to tidy up a little bit.
I think the defeat to Greece served as a reminder that for all the first to include attacking flair, tactical plans have to have balance. Greece played well in that game, they do need credit, but England have already shown defensive vulnerability in the games with Ireland and Finland during Carsley's first window. They have to rectify that quickly because established nations would not miss the chances that that trio have already.
It seemed like the players tracking back from midfield seemed to get in everybody's way. I know I'm making excuses for defenders. I think John Stones a couple of times just with his bodies and feet around where he normally would be. Coming back into that penalty box too late just caused all sorts of confusion. Terrible defensively the other night.
Jake looking for a pass. Really drops into space, is punched by Alhol.
Just leave it there. I look rough. Rough. That was a good pass for Grealish. Oh, lucky.
Yeah, that's a lot better from England. Bellingham picking that ball up. What that does again when he turns and plays it out wide, the defenders drop off, that gives space. And then when he gets it back, he's closed down, but it was really good movement in the first place.
Start of 2023, defenders scored 4 goals for England, the Real Madrid man. Towards Gay, it's behind by Hoskonen, it's another corner. Bellingham just having a glance at the Georgian referee. Felt he was being impeded, Pelfler is the closest to him. He does play on the edge. Again, has got hold of it as this cross comes in from Palmer. On the way. Back in by Palmer, it's a good ball.
That was a good ball. Oh yeah.
It's blocked by Hoskonen and it's out the way for an England goal.
Yeah, really good delivery. On that right hand side of the bar with his left foot. Alexander-Arnold not getting the strike. Wanted ball in with angle and height. Oh, right.
Gomez is playing for Lille in France's Ligue 1. He's playing in the Champions League on a regular basis, although maybe not as regular as he was hoping. He was sent off against Sporting in the first week of the new Champions League season. 2 yellow cards. Central copy in there, Will.
Ah, lucky.
Just trying to find the drifting Palmer.
Decent run as well, just over hit it from Harry Kane, but Palmer going in, Walker telling him to go inside so he can go down the outside.
Finland, managed by Marco Canerva, who is a teacher who moved assistant to the Finnish national team in 2016. He's got credit in the bank because of leading them to Euro 2020, but he's had a difficult time since. The only team that Finland will beat in 2024 is Estonia. I did say yesterday surprises happen, and then we have to have a bit of luck as well.
That's what I'm saying to the referee, then got something. That ball is a bit unlucky there.
There it is. Now we took 2 Euros, one against Denmark, probably an overachievement really. It's raised the level of expectation. Where they are at the moment, one of the British press pack told me was that it's probably where they belong at this moment in time. So the idea that they were playing nations of equivalent ability and then paired with England though was a bit of a surprise. Certainly there is a disparity in the rankings. They're the second highest rated team in Europe at this moment in time.
That's the one for me, that someone's got to make a run between Alexander-Arnold and the back line. 15 yards. People still coming to looking at any pass, we know that. Got to make a run.
No, man. Oh yeah, fuck on. What is that? How bizarre. How bizarre. Oh, baby. That was a good ball. Ah. This is good play from England.
Big switch on if they can find it, Finland. Sheila, wrestle to the floor, Kamara, knocked to the floor by Angel Gomez.
Come on.
On the chase, he's not going to reach that, but the idea was right. And with England pressing up so high, by design, I think, from the Castle, getting up to the halfway line on the attack, there are opportunities in behind because of the high line.
Yeah, the pressure on the ball is not too bad, so he's not too worried at the moment. The other way is definitely on, because Bellingham is getting some space. And also, Trent Alexander-Arnold coming in on that right foot, there's acres of space with a really, really high line. And a load of green grass behind that back line. Just got up the right run.
Stokes to the team in the absence of Kane on Thursday night. He was hurt by what happened. Scans the halfway line and realised there wasn't enough sort of movement in front of him. It's very squeezed because of that high finish line. Here's Bellingham, Grealish. Arlo has come out to meet him. Support from Hoskins as well, defender. Walker has found Gomez.
Oh, what a ball that is. Oh, great goal. Great goal by England.
Well, they know they've got no room for error, and they have fired Finland their first warning. It was a fabulous move and a cool finish.
movement, coming off that wing, just wandering, just there he is on the edge of the box, and that ball there is brilliant, outside the foot. The defender just lets him go, Arlo, and once he gets in, you never think he's going to miss it. Out of his feet, goalkeeper perhaps should go to the ball, just standing there waiting for him to shoot. Try and close the angle, but Grealish, calm as you like. First bit of decent movement where they've got the ball to the player.
It's a terrific ball round the corner from Angel Gomez. Squeezing it through the tightest of crack for Jack Grealish to score his 4th international goal. Half of those goals have now come under Lee Carsley.
Sometimes defenders, when they're running along that 18-yard line, they feel safe. They feel safe there, but you've got to stick with your runner, especially when you bend your run from outside and then just dip at the last minute. The ball was brilliant from Gomez.
Here's Jensen. Not by Gay. Good defending by him. Mr. Patterson had a bit of a tough time at the start of the season. We're going to have to get used to a new central defensive partnership because Joaquin Anderson has gone up to Fulham. Speaking to us last night, Mike Gay, he was still very clear.
Boys, thanks. You coming back, dude?
Abby's got to go to Aight flat tomorrow, so you stay in yours because your heating's getting done on Tuesday.
Aye, right, okay.
After a knock that was sustained with Bayern Munich last weekend, he scored twice the last time these two met to take his England tally to 68 in 100 games. Just for a point of reference, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 37 in his first 100 games for Portugal. But Ronaldo started out wide, playing in different positions, but still that is a measure of how good the Murray's tactics are. Possessed by Gay again. Reads it so well, doesn't he? He knows when to make his interventions.
Yeah, really, really tight to that run. So he knows if he tries to check back on that right foot, it's close enough to stick his foot in, which is exactly what happened. But also he's got the pace to be able to run him down the line as well and be defensively minded there as well. A lot of the ball, Jude Bellingham, hasn't he?
He has been directly involved in 8 goals in his last 12 appearances. 5 goals, 3 assists. Scored that late goal on Thursday night, which for a moment we thought was going to salvage a point for England. Turned out that way in the end.
Yeah, he had a load of the ball the other night, but forward ahead of him to pass it to. Now he's bouncing little balls off Harry Kane. He's getting little 1-2s to Grealish. Really enjoying it.
Stones looking for Walker. In a way. Euronet, who plays for Charlotte FC in the MLS. Those are the Dean Smith, the former Aston Villa manager. Should get into the MLS playoffs after next weekend's games.
Your brother live in Charlotte.
It's not serious, yeah. He's a big fan of Bank of America Stadium. Stones striding forward, trying to get into an advanced position, just running out of playing surface to do so. So get back into position now. Euronet wanted to take the throw in quickly, then decided that wasn't the best of ideas.
It's a bit of a nightmare on that far side of the pitch because when the ball goes anywhere near this is that little flick inside. Takes two defenders out with just a straight ball, a diagonal run. Normally gets you into the middle. There he goes. On that far side, there's a pasture that goes right up to the touchline. So you run out of grass and all of a sudden you can't stand up. And this side is a bit of grass on the outside of it. Makes it a bit easier.
We went down there a little bit earlier today and we were looking at that thinking, have they taken it in a little bit or spread it out a little bit? Here is Gaskin looking for a crosses the box, which goes over the head of Carmanet. Gabe. Defending by Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, you can't stop every cross. That's what happens when the ball comes in the box. It's the most important thing. Just gets a little run on Walker and it's no one else. Calman in there. Trouble is the midfield for Finland will be doing so much of chasing the ball with not having an awful lot of possession.
Has just moved down from the back three momentarily and into a more advanced position in midfield. It is an area where he can operate. I wonder whether or not because of the fact that midfield has got to get through so much, he might try and step in there when they have the ball.
If you think about it, the two wing backs are engaged with Palmer and Grealish. You've got three centre backs marking Kane, so he needs to do that to help his midfield out at some point.
Arlo into Kamara. Was at Rangers and at Leeds and is now in France. Glenn Kamara.
Danny Hood in France.
Pelton. That's for DC United in the MLS. And this is Luka Trelevski, who doesn't lose very often. The goalkeeper for Finland. He's gone 18 months nearly without losing for his club side by Leverkusen.
It's a decent wee game, boss.
He was ill that day.
He's just gone down with something. I didn't see what happened.
Gomez himself, who was statistically the best passer in the group in the first set of matches, but he wasn't used on Thursday. Has found himself thriving at Lille after he struggled to fit in at Manchester United after getting Mourinho.
Didn't see any kick on his calf or anything then. Hopefully it's not a strain.
Well, the way the group is at this moment in time, England have to win every single game between now and the end of the campaign to make sure they get promotion automatically. Their next match is against Greece on the 14th of November. That's 7 o'clock, ITV1 and STV. And And that's followed up on the Sunday after that game, England against the Republic of Ireland, 17th of November, 4 p.m. ITV1 and STV. And the Lionesses take on Germany on Friday the 25th of October. Before that, at 7 o'clock, ITV1 STV. That's a rematch of the Euro 2021 final, which was Chloe Kelly's fabulous moment. Also scoring in that game. Roger Jensen. Tommy Keskinen. Henderson has it. Jude Bellingham and Ashley Cole were in animated conversation on the touchline. What do you think that was about?
No idea. I was too busy trying to look to see how Gomez was.
Keskinen, who's deflected it, but goes out for a finished corner. And they're second in the game.
They had a couple of skirmishes early on in the game, and then England have been dominant since. But just had a couple of little goals here. Good block from Walker again. Yeah, another corner.
England fans are in that corner where Arlo is going to take it.
Urim and the left back took the last one, and right back taking this one.
Notice the deliveries. Trying to slip back into the edge of the box, and Skinner was coming in, but a bit too fierce for him. England got the chance to break, and that's back into Rice. Now Palmer.
Rice, baby.
Palmer trying to find Bellingham, and Skinner was there, and Bellingham had already been blocked on.
Yeah, it's a poor pass from Palmer in the end. Great play from Harry Kane. Huge admirer of him when he does come deep. He links the play like that, just allows everyone else to get up with play and beyond.
Composed and controlled from England tonight.
Well, in the shape, you can see it. Even the dropping down and the pressing, it's structured. Plays the forward positions go first, then the midfield come up behind. The other night, they were all in midfield, and then when the press went, everybody just ran up front, and the middle of the pitch was open. They got hit by the Greeks so many times on the counter from missing the press.
Just one game, one failed experiment. It shouldn't close the door on opportunity. That's served as a bit of a wake-up call. I think it has. In the glare of senior international management, the failures, the missteps, they're all magnified. Something that Lee Carsley is finding out quickly. I still think he is undecided about what he wants to do next. Certainly this has been a better first 31 minutes.
Yeah. Better structure, a lot more movement, and also playing against a far lesser team in the Finns. Not offering an awful lot, to be fair.
Gomez. And Rice looking for Palmer.
I don't know that was one. And he's touching a bit of skill after it.
Quickly. He's got the only goal so far, Jack Grealish.
Unlucky. Just help though.
Halfway line, give me the ball away there, and then the break's off. You've got to be pretty sharp to get past John Stones on the outside. It did enough to force him wide. Easy save for Henderson.
Daughter into the world this week. Congratulations to him and his partner Sasha Atwood. These sleepless nights to come, I think. Run here. Almost took it down, taken it down, and rescue that comes in the shade for Vidal. After Tottenham got a little bit caught there by that long ball.
Really good ball. Flighted perfectly. Really good touch as well. The run you see at the top of the screen just gets stretching for it. Gets a little bit lucky, you have to say. Big touch, it went over the defender, even off right place, right time. There's that run again, beyond the last defender, diagonal ball.
Ball from Bellingham, which almost brought through for Rice. Another England corner. Palmer towards Kane, and they're over the top in the end. It's a deflection off the Finnish defender. It's going to be a goal kick. Who plays in the German second division, the Eintracht Frankfurt. Arlo. Space here for Jensen. He's got it free.
Oh, unlucky. I believe that.
Just got caught a little bit inside there. He had two men to be fair to him. Campbell it was. Jensen it was who had the shot. It just took him.
Whose last goal was against Estonia in March. His first goal for Finland in 4 years. Can't get a better opportunity than that. Here he is on the ball again. Kamara, straight on the far side for Yuri, who's had a really good run. Belfont. Kamara. Defending as we get to the last second right to the first half. Coming in the centre, it's a bigger delivery than was required. Walker down the line for Rice. Finland have got it back. Something they certainly wanted to do was keep hold of the ball better than they did at Wembley. Ivanov looking for Kalman. First contact on that. Early, without getting underneath it, not really troubling Dean Henderson.
Yeah, that little run on Kane just got in front of him. What's the position? It's a good little ball. Nice little diagonal ball again. Couldn't really get enough on it to trouble Henderson.
Is in Poland, the big brutal striker. She ended up scoring an own goal in the match with Greece earlier in the Nations League. goal scorer British. Risky ball for Gomez, didn't quite come off. England not going to be made to pay for that.
Gets a little bit lucky, the ball just bounces through his legs and rumbles into it. But they've had a little go last 5 minutes.
Roll me one Kenobi. Hello, bro. How are you?
Healthy crowd tonight. The last time that Finland played England, there was a lot of England shirts dotted around in the Finland areas of the ground.
Just watching the Finland game, man. Well, the England game. Well, the Finland and England game. I've got a bit of a cold in case you haven't noticed. Well, I say that. I just seem to get a blocked nose like every few days. I mean, it's not what you're thinking, but it maybe is the damage I've done 4 years ago. Aye, no club football, mate, that's right. I actually like the international breaks, believe it or not, but I do miss the club football as well. Liam Scales. Yeah, he is doing well. I've not seen any of his performances, but I've heard he's been doing decent with Celtic. How's things been with you? Have you been working a lot? Oh man, the Croatia match, mate, that was a tough one. Last kick of the game, I was watching with my dad, we're celebrating, and then he gets ruled offside. That was cruel. I had a few drinks at that point, so I can't remember if I said it, but sorry, I can't remember if it was offside, but I remember thinking at the time it probably was, but we played well, man. We actually played really well, but we just never got a point to, or 3 points ideally, but realistically a point would have, I think a point would have been fair, but we never got it, so it is what it is, man. But no, we did play well, mate. I enjoyed that game as well. Did you see the game or did you just hear about it? A round of applause for Leon there with 4 stars. Mate, I watched that game as well, and Rangers actually started well, but at that level, man, if you don't take your chances, you're not going to get many chances, so you've got to take them. And Leon took their chances. How's things anyway in America, in New York? Good? Oh, unlucky from Finland.
A little bit early and just caught himself offside. We'll see from this angle, perfect camera angle just there. There, yeah. Good officiating. Got a shot away quick, that.
Well, because of the fact that England lost to Greece in midweek, they cannot afford any more slip-ups. They've got to win.
Good, bro, same as usual. Inflated to the hills. Inflated to the hills? What do you mean by that? I don't know. I don't know if I've missed something there.
Glint could be Poland, could be Belgium, could be Hungary, could be Serbia, could even be Denmark, Holland or France if results go against them. So, winning here and then winning
Oh, shopping prices, right, aye, aye.
on the agenda, and they won't be able to take their foot off the gas when they play Ireland.
Can imagine.
That's the predicament they'll put
New York's meant to be really expensive. Is that fair? Is that true?
so good. As we go
I need to
into
get a haircut, man.
2 minutes of added time at the end of the first half.
Are you working right now? I take it you'll know me if you're on this.
Arlo trying to get this outside again. Anderson watching it diligently. First competitive appearance in the England goal for Dean Henderson tonight. He's only
It's 1:45, don't start work till 8. 8 till when? What do you mean it's 1:45 in the morning or afternoon?
Delighted to be back in an England jersey this evening.
Oh. Finland are actually playing alright, man. They're just not getting any clear-cut chances, but they're passing it about well. 8 till finish, 1 AM. Okay. Ah, I get you, mate, yep. So how's things with the missus?
They have to win and win well here in Helsinki. They've got 45 minutes remaining to ramp home their advantage. Ian Wright, Roy Keane give their views next at half time. It's Finland 0, England 1.
With every whiskey, there's a story, crafted over years, told in a moment. From when it's milled and distilled, to when it's flavoured and savoured, and the joy of discovering new whiskies is why
I haven't seen the missus in a week. She's with family in Chicago. Well, sometimes space is a good thing, bro, to be fair. Give me 2 seconds, mate. I just need to... Well, 2 minutes.
Do I know? Certainly not everything. I don't know exactly how. All I was doing. You know how I didn't see how beautiful I was there? Don't know what this is, but I like it. I don't know the latest move, but I'm doing it. I know little things matter a lot. Well, I'm happier with what I've got. The older I get, the less I know. And the more I try to live now.
Make wicked savings with member perks like free delivery and delivery plus. Genius. Sign up and start living that plus life. Delivery plus now just got even better.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Attention all little shoppers. Now you can get a little bit more with Little Plus. When spending just £10 per month, just got a whole lot more rewarding. Grab your deliciously sweet bakery treats. Get all the little and download Little Plus today.
Okay.
of sex. And you fell asleep.
No, that's not true. No, best time ever. You rocked my world.
Monica,
What?
I was giving you some of my best moves, and you missed it. So please wake up so we can do it right.
Hey, Lenny. Come on, big fella. Give me the good stuff.
Yeah. No, don't fall asleep.
Sir, he's gone. Yo, anybody home? Idiot. You know what to look for, right? Yeah. No. Light switch? Please try not to be such an idiot. Okay. Nobody asked. He's not here. Who? Commissioner Hurst. Well, of course he's not here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the point. Maybe we should have called first. Well, if I had wanted the commissioner to watch me when I was in the files, I could have come in during the day and made an appointment. Wait a minute. You mean we're breaking and entering illegally? We are breaking the law? We are not breaking the law. We are merely stretching it a little. Oh! It's okay to break the law if you have a good reason, like a note from your doctor or mom or something. We are not breaking the law. We are stretching it. Do you get it? Not really, sir. I got a note in my pocket, okay? Okay, why did you just say that? Mission Hurst. Oh. Not Eric Lassard. Well, there he is. For years you have kept me from my rightful place as commandant of the police academy. You always manage to come out on top sometimes, don't you? I know that there is something in this file that is going to help me get the upper hand for a change, huh? Who's in there? Commissioner Hurst? Yes. Who's out there? Odds Gander, sir. Well, I understand, sir. And I didn't see you here tonight. I really appreciate that, Bob. Yeah, thanks a lot, Bob. Proctor? Yes, sir? This is it! According to these records, Commandant Eric Lassard reached the state's mandatory retirement age last year. Proctor, don't you see what this means? No. Proctor, this means that Commandant Lassard should have retired from the police academy a year ago. Well, somehow this information just slipped through. Well.
I find it my duty as a conscientious police officer to see to it that this file reaches the personnel office.
Are we gonna have to break in there too, sir?
Officer Catherine Page. Officer Carla Grant. Officer Bill Baker. Officer Andy Brandon. Thank you. Officer Kevin Wilson. And last, certainly not least, not in any way, Officer Thomas Conklin. Also known as House. Congratulations on this youth class of 88.
I've seen a lot of graduating classes, and let me say that this is one of the very best of them. Clearly, Commandant Lassard has outdone himself this time.
It's my privilege to announce that Commandant Eric Lassard will be honored as Police Officer of the Decade at this year's National Police Chiefs Convention to be held in Miami Beach.
You'll see things differently now. It's free to sell on eBay.
What are you doing? Well, I was thinking of moving the couch over here.
Why would you want to do that?
So that there would be a decent place for me to sit.
Rach, there is a decent
And you
place.
laugh, it does not count. Hey, come on, help me move this.
No, no,
No?
no. Rosita does not move.
I'm sorry. Rosita? As in...
As in Rosita does not move.
Joey, it's just a chair. What's the big deal?
The big deal is that it is the exact equal distance from the bathroom to the kitchen, and it's at the perfect angle so you don't get any glare coming off Steve.
Stevie the TV?
Is there a problem?
No. Oh, what does he know? Come on, Rosita. Us Chicas got to stick together. Go!
Two big games to look forward to at Wembley on ITV later this month. Next Sunday, the NFL Roadshow is back in town. The six-time Super Bowl winners, New England Patriots, take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Craig Doyle and the team, 2 o'clock ITV1 and STV. Then a week on Friday, back to the football. The Lionesses host Germany, a high-profile friendly. Laura Woods will be on hand for that, alongside Ian and Karen Carney, 7 o'clock on ITV1. for England recently, 2 goals. Every time he gets the ball, the part of me that wants him to take on the defender. What's his mindset now, do you think? Because what he is doing is often what he does for Man City, which is not taking on.
Yeah, I suppose so. He can be a bit predictable, Jack, because I think Pep likes him in the team because you always feel he looked after the ball and he did that a bit of control. And you see the strength tonight when he cuts in the pack and he makes some good runs. Then, yeah, he's an important player. Sometimes you want him to go on the outside, but he's not really the quickest. So he plays a safety a lot. But as I said, from a club point of view, Pep likes that.
I like when he at the moment when he's coming in, he's like got Jude, or we saw like Andrew Gomez getting in there. Harry's coming across. As long as he's got someone who could get in there quickly, then he can maybe do those moves like he did to get into.
He gets you up the pitch, doesn't he? And he gives a lot of free kicks.
Yeah.
What about Phil Foden? He's a slight odd one out at the moment. He must be thinking, how do I translate what I do for Man City so regularly and all these Premier League winners' medals to the international scene?
Yeah, it can be frustrating, but I think there's lots of players out there who have obviously done very well at club level, and they just can't seem to adapt. And I think obviously he's a brilliant player. There's still time for him. But yeah, he'd be frustrated he's left out tonight. But again, like all good players, you have to react. If he gets on, have an influence. Because there's no doubt he is obviously a talented player.
If you love your athletics and you're watching this, you probably remember this is the stadium in 1983, the first ever World Athletics Championships. David Thompson won decathlon and Steve Cram won the 1500 metres. And going back to the 1952 Olympics, one of the all-time greats, the Czech Emil Zatopek, won 3 gold medals, 5,000 metres, 10,000 metres, and after all that, he went and won the marathon.
Wow.
That was some achievement. Let's go back to Helsinki then. Lee Dixon and Sam Matterface.
Well, this is England's first trip to Finland since the 0-0 of October 2000, just 4 days after Kevin Keegan had resigned in the Wembley tunnel. Our good pal Ray Parlour thought he'd scored the winner that day, hit the underside of the bar, but the referee and the assistant ignored the protest. Even a Finnish journalist I was talking to today told me that it was a goal and that Antti Niemi probably should have been sent off for bringing down Teddy Sheringham in the first few minutes of the game. The level of Finnish players was extremely high back then. Sami Hupia, Jari Litmanen, Antti Niemi, Mikael Forsell, Jonathan Johansson, all Premier League players at the time. They don't quite have a similar pool to select from now. What should England do in the second half, Lee Dixon, to increase their lead? Do they need to send a message? This is a side ranked just above Cape Verde. Do they need to show that they've blown the cobwebs away?
Well, you can do that when they're maybe 2-0 up. Don't go stupid now. It's 1-0 up. Most important thing, always, in any game, no matter who you play, is you win the game. They've got level control, possession-wise, in that first half. That was very dominant. The Finnish team showed a couple of little breakaways you've got to be wary of. But yes, of course, go on and win the game really well, but make sure you win it.
Oh yeah. Sorry mate, I was having my nap. Good job on the audio sleeve song. Well, I appreciate that, bro. But my guitar, I don't know if you read the description in the video. My guitar's in tune, right? But because it needs new strings, I don't know what you call it, but when a guitar needs new strings, you can tune it all you want, and it's still going to sound off. There is a reason for it, but I need to get new strings basically. But I appreciate you saying that. Oh, lucky Finland. Loved Audio Slave back in the day. Oh mate, I'm a huge fan of Audio Slave. Well, when they were active, obviously, because Tom Morello, the guitarist, I've always been a fan of his playing, and his riffs and just his playing. He's good. He's really good. And I was a big fan of Rage Against the Machine, and then they were obviously before Audio Slave. Yeah, then Audio Slave came on the scene. I really liked him. Tom Morello is a goat. He definitely is, man. He's up there. Such a unique player, and his riffs are very They're actually simple, a lot of them, but they're memorable, you know, and they're good for, like, it's hard to explain unless you play guitar, right? But they're they're good to play. Like, it's hard to explain. There's some songs where I don't know, it can not hurt your fingers or anything, but it's just kind of tricky. It's not even that it's hard, but they're good songs to play. You know, I enjoy playing them. Do you like Incubus? I do. I love that song Drive, and there's another one. Oh, that'll annoy me. It's playing in my head right now. You know when it goes do 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 do. Oh, what is that? And then he goes, I dig my toes into the sand. Wish you were here. Actually, is that you? Oh man, I thought I butchered it there. Anyway, that's what it is. Wish you were here. I love that song. Ah, yeah, I like them. I think their guitar player's called Mike Einziger or something. He's a very good guitarist. Another unique player. The chords he uses. I'm sure if I remember rightly, he was taught to a high level in the jazz guitar, which is very difficult. It's very advanced. His jazz style. He's a really good player.
That just puts the defenders on their heels, simple as that, and then they're not quite sure to go to feet. They just stay where they are, and then the space opens up.
I do. Do you like the Offspring? Yep. I remember I had a games console called the Dreamcast, and I had a game for it called Crazy Taxi, and their songs were all over it, man. It was brilliant. When I think of Offspring, I always think of the Dreamcast and that game Crazy Taxi. Yeah, they came up with a few good songs, a few good top, like mainstream songs. I mean, I forget what it's called, but the one that goes like, my friend's got a girlfriend and he hates that bitch. He tells me every day. Aye, that one was, I love that song. They're remaking Crazy Taxi. I never knew that. On what console? Like, not that it matters, but I'd imagine it won't be the Dreamcast because I don't think that's going anymore, is it? I loved my Dreamcast, man. I thought it was a great games console, but I've never really been into games. Like, heavily, I mean, like, I've never had an Xbox or a GameCube. Yeah, the only games that I can still play to this day because the controllers never change is FIFA. Like, I could play that on any games console because of the controls never change. PS5, Xbox and PC. Damn, I never knew they were still doing games for PCs. That's good though, that was a brilliant game. I loved Crazy Taxi. Mate, what? Do you know where the infection from The Last of Us was made? I don't know what you mean, mate. What does... Do you know where the infection from The Last of Us was made? I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Do you know where the infection... Oh, my nose is doing my mouth, man. I hate the sound of it when you've got a blocked nose. The zombie infection. I've never heard of that, bro. From The Last of Us, is that a game? Oh, Ibrox. Ah, very good, yeah. Ah, yes. That was good, mate. I like that one. Right, it would be Ibrox, right enough. Zombie Nation. That was good. What is your actual name again, bro? I keep forgetting. I'm sure you've said it before, but is it John?
We'll say in about 4 or 5 weeks here, it's minus 22 or something. Yep. Single figures tonight, but not as close as it might have been if we'd been drawn to come here in November. England just need to warm up a little bit in this second half.
Have you? That's Johnny Brown, yeah, from West Belfast. I'd go up to Ibrox at midnight. You see John Wayne walking about with full coat. Oh, yes, very good. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yep. Brilliant. Have you spoke to Austin recently? Austin Boyer. He's a good guy, Austin, isn't he? I think that's where I know you from, is on his streams, actually. Aye, that's right, because I remember you came into the stream and you, I mentioned something about Celtic. And I've been in a lot of Austin's lives, and obviously it's mostly Americans, isn't it? No one knows who I'm talking about. And then you came on and you were talking about Aberdeen and like Rangers and that. It was crazy, man. I haven't seen him in a while. I was flooded with work and I had a root canal the other day. Oof. That sounds sore. I don't think I've ever had that. Do you know Austin, like in real life, or is it just from YouTube? Sorry. Aye, on YouTube, I thought that. There was a guy he was speaking to on one of his streams not long ago. I can't remember if it was you, but somebody that he's talking to on Twitter or Instagram or something, and he's going to link up with him for, like, this guy's also into wrestling, and he's going to link up with him and get some stuff done, so that was good for him. I take it, like, because you were on his stream, obviously, I take it you're into wrestling. I've lost touch with the wrestling, I used to love it though when I was a... Oh, fuck, Finland, we're going to score there. Oh yeah, I'll be a part of that, right? Yeah, because I thought he mentioned you. I don't know, I'm sure he talked about it on one of his streams. I can't believe he's missed that. It should be one each. But like I said before, man, Finland are actually playing well. I don't watch wrestling much now, just on occasion. I'm the same. I don't even really watch it now. I could not even tell you what channel it's on. But it's got a special place in my heart. I know that sounds a bit deep, but it's true. My childhood was wrestling. Shawn Michaels. I remember even wrestlers like the Repo Man, Tatanka, and oh man, Jimmy Fly Snooker. Yeah, it was a big part of my life. And like looking back, I've only got fond memories, you know. I know, Kyogo dropped from Japan squad again. I know, I've heard this. I don't know what's going on there. But bro, that's weird. It's very strange because, well, quite simply, he's a top player. But even more so because, and I like Maeda, but like I would say Kyogo's better than Hatati and Maeda. I know it's debatable, especially recently, but I just don't get it. He should be getting a game with Japan. He's been they've took him before. He's played for Japan, but I don't know what he's got to do to stay in the squad. Kyogo's a wee machine, gives it 100 every week. He does. Do you know when I'm at the games as well? Like when I'm actually at the stadium watching the games, you'll know this yourself. You see things that the camera don't pick up on, and they don't. They're not. Obviously, they're just following the ball, aren't they? But see the amount of work he puts in. He's always running. He's always on the go. Unbelievable. You can't really teach that. Do you mean you've either got to do it or you don't? I don't know what he's got to do to get a game with Japan. Do you know if Fatati got called up? He's built like a bag of sugar, but he knows where the net is. That's true. But do you know, remember Nakamura? He was like that. He was always very light. Do you know he went on to play till he was like 45, 46, I'm sure. I maybe exaggerate, maybe it wasn't as late as that, but it was up there. Nakamura went on to play for years after that, after with Celtic, I mean.
This place will have taken off. Known for its huge interest in football, it's a big sport in the country. It's not the biggest.
So what's your favourite hobby or sport? Maeda was the only one called up. Doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you. That's been the theme recently, like with the World Cup. But Naka could open up a bottle of broom sauce with that left foot. It was unbelievable, wasn't it? I used to say this to my brothers and my dad. He's the only player I can remember where we had a free kick, and you honestly thought like he's going to at least hit the target, at least. It was very well. I wouldn't say it was unusual, but it was phenomenal, his accuracy from free kicks. Those ones against Man U, I'm sure he done it twice, didn't he? Done it at Parkhead Alley, done it at Old Trafford. He definitely done it at Old Trafford. We beat them 1-0, that was a brilliant night.
Preparing a substitute here. Lee Carsley just having a word with Ashley Cole about the possibility, I think, of an England change. Ollie Watkins is just glancing to the bench. Anthony Gordon, Ollie Madueke, Conor Gallagher were warming up.
When Naka used to miss his first touch in training, Strachan used to say, "Okay, training's over," because if Naka isn't on it, then you're all shit. Sounds about right. It's crazy that you know about all this stuff, man. With Strachan and all that. I liked Strachan at Celtic. That was the last time we got to the last 16 of the Champions League. Was when Strachan was manager. I liked him. Still do. I think he's a bit old to be manager now, though. I think he's the sport director at Dundee. He certainly was. I don't know if he still is, but he was. It was a very left field type of move. But then the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. You know, I don't know what Dundee get out of it, but I know it's a good job for Strachan at his age. That free kick against Kilmarnock should have been in Pornhub. It was sexual. Man, that's crazy you said that, because that's I was like, I don't know why. I think it's because we won the league with that free kick, I'm sure, didn't we? And when I think about free kicks with Nakamura, most people think about the Man U one or the Man U ones, but I always think about the Kilmarnock one. That was a phenomenal free kick. I remember thinking it looked like he put it in for like strikers to get their head to it, and it just went past everyone. Phenomenal.
Who's actually the son of a really famous Finnish handball player.
Oh man. Aye, last kick of the game, that's right. When Naka goes on holiday, the police want to arrest him because that left foot is a deadly weapon. Well, it definitely was, man. It was phenomenal, wasn't it? His accuracy and his free kicks were. I've never seen anything like them before. Never. Oh, I was going to say something there. Aye. Did you ever see the video? It's on YouTube still where he's in Japan somewhere. I don't know if it's fake, but there's a. Obviously, they've arranged it all right, but there's a bus going past with the window open or something like this, and he hits the ball from whatever distance for it to go into the bus. I think it's actually real, but I think obviously they're not going to show you all the times that he missed. So you just see when he actually got it, but oh, it's phenomenal, man. It's crazy. Straki used to say to Naka, go home and cover that foot in bubble wrap. Oh yeah, he hit the both. Aye, a moving bus. That's right. Give me a stoner. Oh, a lot of folk will get this. But so when were you last in Scotland then, John? A while ago? Because you're obviously still like familiar with the words and stuff. You've got a very Scottish name, eh? Johnny Brown. Johnny Brown, Johnny Brown, Johnny Brown.
He did well, he reads it brilliantly well. Just blocked off the line, so he had to check it back right on the touchline. Every chance of it going out of play, he did. To make the right decisions more often than not. Ollie Watkins is ready for action down in front of us, and it will be just moments before
2019, last time I was there. Where is it from? Where is it you're from again? Was it Aberdeen? Or am I tripping? I don't know where I'm getting Aberdeen from. Something tells me you've said Aberdeen. Oh no, wait, did you? Because you're from Belfast, eh? Did you live in Aberdeen? I think you said. Give me just a second, bro. We'll be back in 1 minute. Was there for Rogic skinning the pitch and winning the treble against Aberdeen. Skinning the pitch and winning the treble against Aberdeen. I was in a bar full of sheep shaggers. They're different for that, weren't they? There used to be a pub in Aberdeen called Peep Peeps. I've never been there. I've seen it when I've been in Aberdeen, but that was on a programme. What was it called? The Britain's Roughest Pubs or something like that. Declan Rice, baby. So what do you do before work? Do you just chill? Like, you go to the gym or anything? Kieran Tierney was with Rodgers at the Celtic Foundation in London the other day. I think the boy is coming home. I've heard this, and I hope he does. I mean, that would be a great signing for Celtic. I mean, obviously he's been with us before, as you know. He's probably the best left back we've ever had. And it's just these injuries, though, eh? But I would love him back at Celtic. He's the type of player as well where obviously he could be going elsewhere for bigger money, but like, he loves Celtic, so I think he would take a hit on wages, you know. I haven't seen a gym since I went in and asked to use the toilet. So do you just chill before your work, I take it? Give me 1 second again, mate. Sorry, I'm going to go to a pedal.
He will certainly run into the channels, and I think England got that possession in midfield and the ball is out there.
good chance of the outcoming. Almost immediately on Thursday night. Here's Madueke. Sets it back for Gomez. Walker teasing a ball to the far post. Watkins was trying to get up there. Marlowe away and then Hoskett further clear. And Polo steered it into the body of Kamara. Finland couldn't get out. This is Jack Grealish for England. Defended by Aight once again. It's another corner. And fourth of the night.
He's done well with full-back, to be honest with you, right back. He's got forward when he can. Playing obviously wing-back, giving that licence to get really tight with Jack Grealish. The link-up play inside has been good. The outside and stretching the centre-backs back towards their own goal has not been quite as effective.
Finland have had a bit of an issue from set pieces, but England haven't taken advantage so far. Towards Stones, Hoskett took charge. Gomez back to Rice, whacked away by Harlow. Reasonably good defensive performance by Finland, and it's come against the backdrop of managerial uncertainty. The reports are that they couldn't really find the right person at the end of Euro qualification to replace Murphy Kernova. He's been in charge for 8 years. They gave him an extension. The new assistant manager alongside him, who many believe will be the next permanent boss of Finland.
Chill and play some COD. Sounds good. Sounds good, man. It's a game I've never actually played, but I've obviously heard of it. And I do remember when I used to play, like when I was into computers before, the hours can just fly by, can't they? Oh, 2-0. Well, it should have been 2-0, I mean. That left back Celtic signed a loan from Barca. Did you see his back heel to Ida for the goal against St Johnstone? It was a beaut. I think the kid from Barca's only a stopgap till Tierney is back. I've never seen it, but I know who you're talking about. And it was a good signing, especially to come from Barcelona. But yeah, I think you're right. I mean, if Tierney comes back, he's definitely getting that space automatically, isn't he? AJ and Tierney at fullback, just thinking about it. I'll need a cold shower. That's a good thought, that, isn't it? I like AJ. I like him as a player, but also his just his attitude. I like him. He seems like a really nice guy. Like away from football, I mean. Well, about 20 minutes left. England are still winning 1-0. But I tell you what, man, it's been reasonably even. It should be one each. Yeah, free kick to England. His mum is from my neck of the woods, Northern Ireland. Who, Ida? Can't he be AJ, surely, because he's for Canada, isn't he? Do you mean Adamino? AJ's mum? Wow. I never knew that. Damn, I thought they were... I just assumed she was Canadian. That's crazy. Well, I never knew that, like. What a goal, man. Holy shit. Oh, man, I've just witnessed one of the best free kicks I've seen in a long time. Oh, that was unreal, man. I don't know if I can show it because if I can, what, fuck it. That was some free kick, that. Do you ever miss Northern Ireland?
Well, he had his problems on Thursday night, they all did. But he has certainly taken the pressure off now. That was terrific.
Look who's coming on for Finland. Mind him. Teemu Pukki used to play with Celtic. He's never really done well with us though. Then he went to Norwich and banged in the goals. Francis Turley, the wee lad who plays for Celtic, is from Ardoyne. He's a baller. I've never heard of him. Oh, Turley, aye, I have actually, sorry. Aye, he's just a young boy, I think.
It's an important goal that for England, because you don't want to go into the last 5 or 10 minutes of a game like this away from home. Just 1-0 up. Not the safest at the back. Wow, that second goal just might have sealed it for England.
Walters' corner, away by Watkins. It all came about from that run that Watkins made into the corner.
Good ball, that. Want to hear something funny? Yes. Yes, I do.
You can ask every defender on the pitch, Sam, but what they don't want to do is run into that area themselves. It's a long way back there.
Posing along with transfer to Stoke was more than Cantwell to Blackburn. Do you know what, man? That does not surprise me. I'll be honest with you, I rated Cantwell. I thought he was a good player. And I can't remember how much he went for, but was it not like $500,000 or something? That's peanuts. There's like, you know that yourself. That's not much enough for it, especially for a player like Cantwell. Because as much as I didn't really like his attitude, he was quite. I thought he was quite ignorant, to be honest with you. And obviously, being a Rangers player, like, I was never a fan anyway. But I recognised that he was a good player. So I thought they would have got a lot more. Oh, I thought it was free. I thought they would have got more from him.
Nations League playing in Group B, but actually to be up amongst the big boys is where England need to be.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bellingham knew.
Cantwell, I want trophies more than McGregor, but legs it to Blackburn because O'Reilly had him in his back pocket. Yeah, well, he did, to be fair. O'Reilly, man. Yeah, he was a good player. I liked O'Reilly. He's been brilliant. His debut, I'm sure he got a bad injury. He'll recover for that soon though. And I'm sure he'll go on to be a success with Brighton. Right. Oh man, I hate my nose being like this. It's getting winter time though. This is going to be 3. No. Edge struggling at Spurs. The fans want him out. Yeah, I've heard that. I actually follow. Well, I say follow. I definitely don't support them, Spurs, but since Edge went, because I rate Edge, I actually think he's a world-class manager. I think he's quite one-dimensional, but it's a very good one-dimension to be good at. But yeah, so anyway, I follow Tottenham and how they're getting on. Oh yeah, I'm lucky. And I've heard that about the fans, but it's funny because see if you listen to, I don't know if you know it, there's a radio station, but they've got a YouTube channel as well called TalkSport. Like fans will phone in, and a lot of them love him and rave about him, but then it's just unusual. It seems to be very split.
The scores just how blessed England are
But aye, that's what I was going to say. Because the last game, Brighton, they were 2-0 up and got beat 3-2. That shouldn't really be happening, you know, to any team. I think it's the manner in which you lose sometimes. Because from that, being 2-0 up, obviously a lot of fans are saying, oh, we should have shut up shop, or at least played more defensive. No, do you know what I mean? Like, he never done that. Because I don't think Ange knows how to. He's got one way, which is attack. And I think in times like that, it worked against them. But before that game, though, and they were playing a team called Karabag. I watched the game. Where they're from again? Azerbaijan champions. And Spurs got a man sent off, and I'm sure it was 10 minutes. And they went on to win the game 3-0. So obviously they were raving about him then. Well, it's been on and off, and it's just like life. You sing when you're winning, don't you? Rodgers' man management is quality. He's made AJ Skiles, Maeda, Calmack and Bernardo into machines. Yeah, I agree with that. I've always liked Rodgers. I always liked him. I don't like how he left the first time, but I think there's a lot of things behind the scenes as well. Like, I think he was wanting to. Well, in fact, I know this because he made it public. He wanted to strengthen, didn't he, when we were on top? And the board said, no, we don't need to strengthen. We're miles ahead of Rangers. Oh, and Rodgers, he came out with a quote, and I'll never forget it because it was quite profound. And he said, when you're in a position of strength, that's when you should strengthen again. And it makes sense. You'll never get complacent. Kuhn as well, yeah. If I could describe Rodgers and his lingo, he's a beautiful human being. Aye. And he shows great character, does Brendan Rodgers. I thought the boys showed great character today. And you know, I'm delighted. I'm absolutely delighted in all of the boys. He says that a lot today, delighted. Or excited. He's a good guy, Rodgers. I agree with you on the man management as well. He's a nice guy, you know what I mean? Like you would want to play for him, wouldn't you? I've got a video on my channel actually about, do you know Sean Dyche, the manager of Everton? And it's not down to the individual, but somebody like him, man, I wouldn't like to play for a guy like him. I think man management is a big thing. If you don't want to play for the manager, you're not going to get the best of your players, eh? Rodgers, do you think he will go down in history as a Celtic great? Oh, definitely, man. I think the only blemish is how he left the first time. You know, you'll obviously remember yourself the timing of it. And we were all, I was at the games when we were singing Brendan Rodgers here for 10 in a row. There was more lyrics than that, but well, obviously. So yeah, the way in which he left, it was quite distasteful, I thought, but it is what it is, man. I'm not a petty person. A lot of people are. He came, at the end of the day, he's came back and he's arguably doing even better the second time around, so I'm happy. And yeah, I think he will go down as a Celtic great. Rodgers had the balls to come back. We have to give him that, and he won a double on his return. Absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah, 3-0. I tell you what, my angles are looking well. Declan Rice got it. Aye, you're right though. He did come back, and a lot of fans didn't like that. I'm sure the Green Brigade they weren't even going to the games to begin with. But he came back, and he's doing well so far, isn't he? That Dortmund result was horrible. I watched it with my dad. I don't think my brother was. I watched it with my dad. I hate seeing any team get beat like that, but especially when it's your own team. It's never nice.
To a victory, a 3-0 victory. It's been a bit awkward at times, but they've got the job done.
And that's the last act for Declan Rice, who will be cheered off the pitch by those England fans that are...
Rogers talks to the players unlike Ange. O'Reilly said Rogers is miles better than Ange. Did he say that? I never knew that. I'm surprised at that as well, because I'm sure it was Ange that brought O'Reilly to the club. So that tells you something. That's one of Ange's players saying that. That's madness, man. I never knew that.
Walking off with a big smile on his face as he comes down the touchline in front of us.
He does enjoy scoring. Not everybody enjoys scoring, but it's visible with him.
And that's 2 goals already in this Nations League campaign.
Yeah, I'm sure Carl's going to look at different aspects of the game tonight. There's lots of positives. Obviously, 3 goals. Hopefully, a clean sheet. I'm using his word there. Hopefully, clean sheet, and then, you know, a couple of moments.
O'Reilly and Ange had an exchange of words on occasion. I never knew that. Doesn't surprise me though. Ange was a strong character, wasn't he? I liked him. I still do like him, but I will say this, right? I've not heard anybody talk about it, but like, see, who was it again? I'm sure it was Giacomakis. I mean, the big guy we had up front. He wanted to leave, and Ange was. I remember it was something along these lines. He said, "Well, if you don't want to be here, I have no time for you. Like, whatever. Why would you want to move from a club like this?" Something like that. And then he went and done it with Spurs. Do you think? Like, I don't mind anybody moving, but I don't like hypocrites. And you know, it was like, well, so it's alright for you to do it, but players can't do it. I don't like that. I don't like that attitude.
The 6 previous men who have taken the team temporarily have gone on.
But again, that's what it is. I don't hold grudges. These people don't care about me. They don't even know who I am. Do you know what I mean? My dad used to always say, "Wow, Finland have just scored 3-1." My dad used to always say, "They don't pay my wages." And it's true. O'Reilly said to Ange, "Why the disrespect to Scales? He's a quality centre-back." Also, Juranovic left because Ange brought in AJ, and Juranovic wanted a new deal, but it all worked out. Wow. I never knew that either. Because I thought Ange brought in AJ because Juranovic was leaving. Wow. So O'Reilly said to Ange, "Why the disrespect to Scales?" What disrespect did he show to Scales? Here come England again. Oof.
Absolutely. Not to mention Dean Henderson.
Oh yeah, sorry, did I? Sent him out on loan and benched him in pre-season. I forgot about that. Aye, because Scales, who was Scales? Where did he not go to Aberdeen for a wee bit? Aye, right enough, I forgot about that.
Well, it might be frustrating for England to have conceded that goal, but I think probably over the course of the night, got the job done.
That was good play with Finland there.
Looked a little bit brighter than maybe it was.
Pass and move, pass and move.
I mean, a win's a win. When it goes to 3, at this stage of the competition, you just want to get 3 points on and have some sort of...
I like bacon.
Listen, me and you could have played it, would have been improved from the other night.
Scales went to Aberdeen and Ange played Kobayashi over him, which was a bad idea because Kobayashi couldn't defend his boss in a brothel. Yeah, I agree. Aye, you're right, I forgot all about that, about Scales going to Aberdeen. Damn.
might have conceded that goal.
Oh, you're right enough, bro. That's right. Oh, I'm tired, man. I haven't got much sleep last night. GG wanted to stay. Oh, Georgios Glakamakis, I wanted to stay, and Ange gave him the boot. Well, I did hear that. I did hear that, but I don't know what that was all about. I don't know if I don't know. There was just a lot of speculation around it. I remember him leaving, obviously. Glakamakis, I mean, but I don't know. I can't. I remember there was a lot of controversy around it, and I remember not being too clear as to what was going on because Ange, he never said, did he? Just like he never said the reasons. I mean, oh well, it is what it is.
Delivery. High one. Still with flags.
Sorry, but it had to be there. Rodgers is a breath of fresh air. I love him. Aye, same. I like Rodgers. Top quality manager. Been there and done it at the highest level. Plus, he's a good guy. See, there's a wee fan with us. I'm sure he's 1920. Wee J with the Down syndrome. And he goes to, I think, all the Celtic games. I've seen him a few times at the games. And at Glasgow Green before the cup final. It's on my YouTube actually. Where me and my pals are going through Glasgow. Like with the Celtic fans, I mean, it was a big thing when we were going through Glasgow. Anyway, to the stadium. Anyway, Jay was there. Everybody was getting pictures that well. Well, see even how Rodgers is with him. He's really good with him. I know it doesn't really matter for being a manager, but it tells you something about him as a man. You know what I mean? Casper, what a keeper, the great Dane. Jay is a wee legend. Loved the video of him. You're right. Aye, that was nice. Yeah. I see. You do know what I'm talking about. Aye, that was nice. That. And Casper, aye, you're right. He is a guy. I like Casper. Celtic have always had good keepers, though. That's one thing. I remember being at the, and I was steaming. I would be drinking. I'm sure I had 2 bolts of Buckfast this day. I was in a bad way. At the, we were playing Jablonec, a European team, and it was Joe Hart's European debut with us, and he made a double save, and we were already winning the game, like 3-0, 3-1. It was comfortable anyway, and see the cheer for the crowd, and I was part of it, the double cheer, because during that time we were alternating between Scott Ben and Barkas, and they were just awful, those keepers. And when Hart came in and done that double save, oh, the place just erupted, man, because it was almost like we were thinking, right, finally, we've got a pair of safe hands, as we should, as a team like Celtic should.
Sometimes I just think
Joe Hart in 2 seasons became Celtic through and through. Aye, we jeered for the save because Barkas couldn't catch COVID, exactly. That was a horrible time, man. It's funny as well because I think it's something you take for granted, don't you? You just think the keeper's, like, you never really think or worry about the keeper, I don't think. But I remember during that spell, whenever I seen it was Barkas or Ben, I thought, like, genuinely, I was worried. Do you know what I mean? You think, it doesn't fill you with confidence, does it? Basically. You need a pair of safe hands at the back. It's very important, it settles the defence. Well, that's full time. I appreciate you coming into this, Johnny, but I'm going to go now, brother. I need to charge my phone, and I've got a few things to do. So, appreciate you coming in, man. Have you seen Sasalo, the second choice keeper in training? He takes in everything Casper says like a sponge. I've not seen him actually, no, but no, I'll need to look into him. Sasalo, where did we get him from?
And crucially in the end, more goals. It means that automatic promotion to League A remains still in England's hands. For Finland, it looks like they're heading out and down at this moment in time. Especially in Helsinki, Finland 3.
Great show, bro. In Villa, we got him for $1 million. I never knew that. I'll Google him now. Right, mate, I'm going to boost anyway, but like I said, I appreciate you coming in here, and I'll speak to you soon. Right, bro. See you later.